Sometimes the most devastating blows are delivered with a soft smile. Someone says something pleasant, seemingly caring, but your stomach ties in knots. You feel stung, but technically there's nothing to complain about. And you know what? Care in these situations is rarely what it seems. You start thinking, maybe I'm just ungrateful? They mean well, and here I am getting angry. No, there is absolutely nothing wrong with you. I used to fall for this niceness too, and felt completely drained after interacting with people like this. Today, we're taking the masks off. I'm going to show you the dark side of good intentions. We'll break down 4 specific phrases manipulators use to subtly put you beneath them. Watch until the end, and I'll give you exact, ice-cold scripts to beautifully deflect this toxic care.
I just want to help. I want what's best for you. This phrase drops when someone invades your space with unsolicited advice, criticizes your choices, and when you ask them to stop, they give you the innocent eyes. Why are you getting so defensive? I'm just trying to help. Who else is going to tell you the truth? And that's where we get caught. We feel ashamed. We soften our tone, make excuses, and even thank them for the criticism just to avoid looking ungrateful. But what's really happening? This isn't help. It's a blatant boundary violation disguised in a savior's cape. They are validating their own ego at your expense, and when you resist, they gaslight you into feeling guilty. Your response needs to be as calm as a concrete wall. You say, I appreciate your concern, but I'm not looking for advice right now. That's it. No justifications, no over-explaining. You did great. Not like last time, or unlike the others. The second phrase masquerades as a lavish compliment. Wow, you look great today, unlike usual. Or, you actually did a great job. I didn't expect that from you. We instinctively smile and say thank you, even though it leaves a bitter aftertaste. This is classic passive aggression, a backhanded compliment. First, they hand you a piece of candy, then they slap you in the face. They devalue you, highlighting that normally you're just okay. The goal? To make you keep earning their approval. Don't swallow the second half of that phrase. Your answer is, thanks for the feedback. And pause. Look them dead in the eye. Trust me, they will get extremely uncomfortable in that silence because their poison didn't work. If I were you, I wouldn't stress over such a little thing. You share something painful, you talk about a problem, and the other person, with a sympathetic face, drops, "Oh, just let it go." If I were you, I wouldn't even sweat such nonsense. We shut down. We feel ashamed for having the wrong feelings. We start over-explaining to prove the problem is real, or we just withdraw, feeling weak. This is toxic positivity. They invalidate your emotions to show off how much more mature and grounded they are. They are literally canceling your reality. Reclaim the right to your feelings. I'm glad it seems like no big deal to you, but right now it's difficult for me. You aren't arguing. You're simply establishing a fact. You cannot treat me this way.
Phrase number 4. I don't want to upset you, but... The crown jewel. They approach you with a conspiratorial look. Listen, I really don't want to upset you, but you wouldn't believe what they're saying about you. Our heart rate instantly spikes. We get scared, tense up, and beg, What? What are they saying? Tell me. And in that exact moment, we hand the manipulator total power over our emotional state. The person wants to upset you. They want to feed on your reaction and your anxiety while hiding behind the mask of a caring friend delivering the news. Break this script 100%. Pull the rug out from under them. Answer, if you don't want to upset me, then don't tell me, and change the subject. You should see their faces when you do this.
Let's pause for a second. Do you know what our biggest vulnerability is? We are too used to believing pretty words and too rarely trust our own bodies. When someone says something formally polite, but our stomach ties in a knot, we start attacking ourselves. We think, they mean well, there's something wrong with me, I'm just too sensitive.
But the truth is, genuine, healthy care never leaves an aftertaste of guilt, shame, anxiety, or inadequacy. If you feel drained, invalidated, or confused after talking to someone, the situation is not what it seems. That's not friendly support, it's a covert power struggle for control over your state of mind. Manipulators love using politeness and niceness as weapons because they are the hardest to defend against. If someone is openly yelling at you, you have a legal right to yell back or just walk away. But when they hit you with a smile, you freeze. You try to play by their rules. You start justifying yourself, trying to prove you're reasonable. So here's your major mindset shift for today. You do not need to prove their toxicity to them. You don't need to win their word games. You don't need to rip off their mask or force them to admit guilt. They won't do it. Your only job is to stop giving them your energy. Real power isn't out shouting your opponent. Real power is ice-cold composure. It's the ability to hold your internal ground even when someone approaches you with good intentions, refusing to let someone else's words knock you off balance. The manipulator wants your emotional reaction, so leave them with nothing.
Now let's quickly put this all together so you don't freeze up next time. You can save this video right now so these responses are always at your fingertips. Here we go. Scenario 1. Someone invades your life, playing the savior and pushes unsolicited advice. Don't make excuses. Your ice shield: I appreciate your concern, but I'm not looking for advice right now. Scenario 2. You get hit with a backhanded compliment that praises you but simultaneously puts you down. Don't smile out of politeness. Your response: thanks for the feedback. That's it. Maintain calm eye contact. Let the silence make them uncomfortable. Scenario 3. Your emotions are invalidated from a position of superiority, calling your problems nonsense. Don't defend your right to hurt. Your boundary: I'm glad it's no big deal to you, but it's difficult for me. Keep the focus on your boundaries. Scenario 4. They try to siphon your emotions with a sneaky hook. I don't want to upset you, but... Break their game at the starting line. Your answer: if you don't want to upset me, then just don't tell me. 4 typical traps, 4 short answers. You don't need to invent elaborate arguments or start a fight. You don't need to get aggressive. You only need to do one thing. Show them this cheap trick doesn't work on you anymore. You simply stop being a convenient target. Right now, scan your memory for recent conversations with coworkers, relatives, or friends. Remember that exact moment when they were seemingly smiling, supposedly wishing you well, but you were left with that sticky, gross feeling inside and couldn't find the right words to respond. Drop down into the comments and write out that exact phrase. What did it sound like? What were the circumstances? Let it out. Don't keep it inside. I read everything. I will pick the most sophisticated, subtle, and innocent-sounding manipulations from your stories, break them down in the next video, and give you a ready-made, bulletproof shield against them. We are going to build our own dictionary of defense. If this breakdown helped you drop the guilt and realize that the familiar words of people around you are often not what they seem, support this video with a like and subscribe to Soul Alchemy. Here, we learn to spot people's hidden motives, hold on to ourselves under pressure, and build boundaries no one can break through. Don't let anyone make you doubt your own sanity. See you in the next breakdown.